On Tuesday, Wall Street is trading lower after a correctional climb a day ago. Investors are mulling over factors which could impact the US equity market in the nearest months. The main culprit is a stiff recovery in the global economy. The US dollar index is expanding its trading range. Investors are alert to a testimony by Jerome Powell. Futures on the Dow Jones are 0.5% down at 25,368.5 today. The S&P 500 shed 0.4% to trade at 3,035.88. The stock market has logged the strongest quarterly rise in more than 2 decades. However, the rapid rally stalled in the recent weeks due to a surge in coronavirus rates across the globe. Wall Street investors are reckoning the prospects for the global economy amid the scenario of the second pandemic wave. Investors hope that new fiscal stimulus will ensure a fragile recovery of the global GDP, and this will prop up global stocks. Market optimism was somehow triggered by recent better-than-expected economic data. Today, investors are evaluating a U.S. Consumer Sentiment Index for June. The market has projected a rise to 91.8 in June from 86.6 in May, but the actual print came as a pleasant surprise. The index again came in beyond expectations at 98.1. On Tuesday, investors are alert to the testimony by Jerome Powell before the U.S. House of Representatives Financial Services Committee. The Fed's leader is due to speak on the central bank's support to the national economy. The optimistic tone will put pressure on the U.S. dollar, which has been gaining for 5 days in a row. Its index is trading near 97.6 in the early New York trade, having ticked up to 97.8, the highest level in the month. The pandemic fears could change market sentiment in favor of the US dollar. The greenback can grab a chance to assert strength as a safe haven asset. The World Health Organization said that the pandemic has not been stamped out yet. The worst is yet to come. Some countries have been able to contain the infection. At the same time, other countries report rampant coronavirus rates amid reopening their domestic economies. The organization also warned that the world has entered a new dangerous pandemic stage. Today, news from Australia bolstered the US dollar's growth. It announced a new shutdown. Citing the World Health Organization, if the second wave turns out to be more devastating to the global economy, investors should be braced for a new downturn of stocks and commodity prices, and hence commodity currencies. Meanwhile, the Canadian dollar is on the defensive against its American rival. The US dollar versus the Canadian dollar pair is expected to follow the overall downtrend with the target at 1.3510. Analysts do not rule out a trend reversal of the currency pair. If the price manages to overcome the level of 1.3773, the door upward will be open. Crude oil is trading quietly in the New York session at the same levels as in the morning. Investors await a weekly update from the American Petroleum Institute to clear up trading sentiment for the energy market. That's all for now. Thank you for watching and see you back tomorrow.